Your videos here, to base be the glory.
Who that what? Who that? Who that what? Who that what? Who that what? Who that? Who that what? Who that what? 28 what? Who that? Hold that what? Who that what? Free back what? Who that? Whoa.
This is a special episode of Who Dat. This is the first virtual I doing, and of course I had to do a special one for these two human superstars. So it's Who Dat 242, and we host Tim A. It's episode 20. The sponsors collect 242, Ricardo Ram, and cause like Make It Chill. So I hear these guys have blue ticks, you know. So I the sponsor. You got Todd, Lucii, how you doing, man?
Appreciate you having us, Timmy.
Doing good, my boy. Doing good. Like Todd said, appreciate you bringing us on the show.
I see you on the field, Lucius. You on the field.
To me, I just priming up my swing, getting my swing right for the 18. I come to win this thing, man. I ain't playing. I'm coming.
So everyone who watches, I like movies, right? So I always want to ask you, is Lucius Fox your actual name? I used to think that's your nickname because Lucius Fox in the comic books, that's the black man who's give Batman his suit. So it's like, I don't know if you're such a Batman fan, you put your name as Lucius Fox. I do like Google's, your actual name is Lucius Fox.
Yeah, so my dad, his name is Lucius Fox, so I name after him. I don't know if my grandmother was a Batman fan or my grandfather, but that's all I be getting now on Twitter with the fans and stuff from the States. They kill me with those.
Yeah, but that's like a popular thing. A black man is give Batman all this stuff. So you always have a costume for Halloween. You could come as the Bat. You got all this stuff.
Literally.
Yeah, but Timmy, when I search up my name on Google, he's come up first, so I need to do something special. So my
so I actually checked before I came on, and on my phone, you actually came first. I had to show 3 times to find Lucius Fox. I would let you know, like you used to read Lucius Fox now.
Man, okay. Timmy, don't talk like that. You got me hyped. Now you definitely gonna witness 30.
I mean, with me, I ain't gonna lie. So Lucius Fox. I never could see it too close. Too far. Yeah, man. The first thing.
No, man. I see
for
that.
real.
That's appreciate Google for that.
So here, I focus on a few things: young men, young women, athletes, and mostly Bahamians doing things. So one thing with me, I love sports. With baseball, I never really understood like the nitty-gritty. So I want you guys to talk to me about like, your history. And you talk over first. What was your first memory playing baseball?
My first memory playing baseball is very vague. It was at Freedom Farm. I was 3 years old. I started playing when I was 3. I started at T-ball. So what would be the coach pitch field right now was just like an open field. It didn't have grass or anything. It was just dirt. And I played for the team called the Ribena Kids. And my first memory playing baseball was my teammate Ian Fox. He doesn't play baseball anymore. I just remember his parents giving him like a big lunch bag. And I just remember him giving me all the snacks. So that's like my first real memory at a baseball field. Like my earliest memory. I don't remember what I did that day playing or anything. I just remember Ian Fox, the lunch tin, and him giving me snacks, sharing snacks.
What about you, Lou?
For me, I started playing when I was 7.
Mm-hmm.
The first ever time I stepped on the field, my cousin Rio, he can actually be throwing to me on the derby. He kind of pushed me into baseball, so we used to do everything together. And he told me he was trying out for the baseball team. I don't even know about baseball. Trust me, I have no idea what baseball is. I was very active. I love sports, but he's like, all right, let's try out for the baseball team. So I went out on the field and I grabbed a random glove and ran to third base. So our first drill was catching pop-ups.
Mm-hmm.
And the coach threw the pop-up to me, and I jumped to try to catch it. And I missed it, obviously. He's like, hey, just calm down. The ball can come to you. You don't have to jump. I was so excited. But, I just was introduced to the game that way. And, it brought me this far. So that was my first memory. And I could always remember that.
We don't have baseball in schools. We have softball. So talk to me about, I know we have Freedom Farm and JB. I don't know, we can talk to me about having to relegate your passion to once a week or maybe after school. Talking about just growing up playing baseball. Because, I still don't understand how we have so much of y'all going from this little island to like pro. So it's like I trying to understand like what was the in between. Like what type of work you guys in the put in?
When I was young, I used to play a lot of different sports. So in between baseball was track and field, basketball, popping my bike, and playing soccer. So we used to play once a week, like on the weekend. So we were looking forward to it every time. We only we had one game a week, so I gave my all every weekend. But I used to watch YouTube videos a lot, and then I used to watch the Marlins and the Devil Rays play because being in the Bahamas, we get Florida station.
Of course.
So that was my thing. Like I guess doing homework in between my games and practices.
What about you, Todd?
Yeah, I mean the same thing. I was also like Lou said, I was really active young. I was into everything. I was out like I just wanted to be outside all the time. So playing baseball growing up, it was like you said, we only really played games on the weekends. We'd have practice like once or twice a week. But from a young age, I knew myself, and I could tell you from playing. Lucius and I played since we were in 10 and under. So we've played together for more than half of our lives. We've been on the same team, especially coming up. So I could tell honestly say like playing, going through it together. We always stood out compared to everyone else around us. We might not have might not have had the resources and the extraneous practice regimens and the trainers and the indoor facilities and all of that, but we always found the time outside of practice that say, hey, let's go to the field today, let's go hit the cage, or let's go do extra. And that wasn't like someone telling us to do it. It was just that was something that was in us, something that was in us to say, hey, we want more from this. We never knew about playing in the major leagues, or that was even a possibility. We just knew how much we loved the game, how much we wanted to dominate, how much we wanted to literally kill our opponents every weekend. A few times we played together, a few of the years our teams went undefeated, and that's just a testament to how serious we took it from a very young age. It was evident young. So for us, when we got the opportunity to go off to high school to play at American Heritage, it was just that was our window to play catch up with everyone at our age. Now we were exposed to the trainers, exposed to the facilities, exposed to baseball 24/7. So then that's when our games really took to another level. And I feel that that's something that we're missing here in the Bahamas. Like you mentioned earlier, we are the biggest professional sport in the Bahamas with the most, professional athletes with absolutely no resources there for us to even properly train, properly, hit on a field to where we don't have to look for the balls in the bushes. Like, majority of the pro guys out here now getting ready for the Derby. We all hit at Pinewood Park, and Pinewood Park is it. The field isn't very well. So that's just one of the things that we struggle with every year, every day. But we find a way. Just from the passion we have and the love we have for the sport, and I think that's something that Lucius and I emulated from a very young age. And I could speak for myself. I'm very fortunate to, I've been Lucius's friend, Lucius's teammate through the years. Because just like I push him, he pushes me.
Mm-hmm. So our first sponsor, of course, like the nickname is Silver Bullet. So I'm gonna ask you guys about nicknames because I mean your name is pretty basic, Todd and Lucius Lou. But any other, not the call your name basic, but I mean it's short. Like Toddy is short, longer than Todd. So what are the nicknames you guys have that people like baseball wise, friend wise, just like nicknames people call you guys?
Baseball in the baseball community, they like to put like a Y at the end of your name. So my last name is Fox. All my coaches call me like Foxy.
All right.
Foxy, and then in the Bahamas, I got plenty nicknames. Lou. Some people call me Lucii. Some people call me Legend Lou, Legend, the Legend.
Yeah.
All type deal to me. All type deal.
What about you, Todd?
I'd say in the baseball world, everyone call me Ti. Todd Isaacs. I got a super basic name, so Ti is what literally all my teammates, coaches, everyone just call me Ti. It's easy. I introduce myself as Ti because when I pronounce my name with our accent, but I promise you, 100 out of 100 times, as simple as my name is, people call me Toy, Troy, all kind of names, bro. And I'm like, bro, I said Todd. So like even now when I go to order like food at places and they ask my name, I have to spell it. I don't even say it. I just say Todd.
Yeah.
Because bro, they messed that up, bro. With our accents, bro, they slay that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
back home, you know, anyone that's really close to me that's been around me all my life, they call me Lil T. 'Cause my dad is Todd Senior.
Right,
So
right.
I'm Junior, so they call me Lil T. That's about it.
T-boy,
I
I
really
used to
have no
call him
super.
T-boy.
Yeah, T boy. Yeah. But other than that, that's about it.
So you brought up American Heritage, so I didn't know that part. So I thought you guys just like y'all did high school there and then had to go college, and so y'all went to American Heritage as like a prep school.
High school.
Yeah,
So talk to me
yeah, high school. Yeah.
about how you actually got the chance to go there and then just the experience there.
So we had a few behemoths that went there before us. Greg Burrows Jr., Jerron, those guys, they paved the way for us. And then it was Christian, Dewan, Shaquille Roll, and then it was us. But, you know, the coach had a good rapport with the Bahamians. He knew we were hard workers, respectful. You know, we just came to play baseball and have a better opportunity. So we came down to the Bahamas, to Nationals. We would have this tournament every summer called Nationals, where it's Freedom Farm versus JBLN versus Freeport.
Yeah.
Right, you know, it's lit. It's like the World Series of baseball in the
Yeah,
Bahamas.
Yeah,
yeah.
for real.
So he
For
came,
real.
he came down there to watch us play, and he was scouting us, and we did really well. Then we went over to the States to try out. We did well there too. Me and Todd, we always travel together. We both did well there, and he offered us a spot on the team.
Yeah, and
So
it's been history since then. So it's been, you know, American Heritage is definitely our bridge. It was our bridge for us to achieve the things that we've achieved so far. If we didn't have that opportunity to go there, who knows what we've been doing right now. So, you know, shouts out to all the coaches over there, Coach Com, Coach Murray. You know, those guys took 2 kids. We were kids. Lou was 13, I was 14. I don't know what the
Literally,
hell our
13.
parents were thinking, but I can't thank them
Shout
enough
out,
for that experience. I wouldn't
right.
trade it for nothing in the world.
Shout out to the parents for real, because, you know,
yeah,
13,
they
14,
had
you,
to see the vision, and they had to really trust and be like,
Yeah.
okay, like if we love, let me support him
right,
and put him in the
this,
best position.
exactly,
Bro,
in
and
his
we didn't go
footsteps,
to a
and we
boarding
didn't know.
school either, bro. It was we
Damn.
got our
Oh,
own
yeah.
apartment at 13 and 14, bro. Going to the ATM every month to take the money off for rent, not spending the money, making sure we pay our
Walk to the
bills,
food,
Hey,
walk to the
walk
food
to the
store.
food store.
discipline because you that
Yeah,
young, you ain't 15, you ain't 16, you ain't able to do nothing.
no,
Living on your own when
nothing.
you get money, so that's a
Listen,
good game and brought up to you. So like, I ain't even
Yeah.
gotta, that's not in us. We brought it proper. So at the end of
oh,
it, so when did it become a reality in your mind? Like, look, I can be a pro. Talk to me about like scouts or like the draft or like how that whole process of becoming a pro happens for you guys.
so first day step onto Heritage, we have practice that day, and tell me I won't lie to you. I was real small back in 8th grade. I was in grade 8. That's fresh out the Bahamas, fresh outside. Walk up to practice, and once I step on the field, I see these bigger guys in varsity
Yeah, yeah,
throwing the
yeah.
ball
Yeah.
hard, hitting the ball far, like doing everything like elite. And I looking like, wow, these guys having a tough time going D1, because I don't think any of them had D1 offers, or maybe one or two. And I was like, bro, if these guys having a tough time to go D1, I know if I ever go in D1. So as time went on, I started to mature into my body. I started putting in the work. And believe it or not, it was my sophomore year in high school where I got my first D1 offer. So it wasn't very long after that moment in 8th grade when I thought I would never go D1. It's just a testament of hard work and trusting God and just staying focused. But I got my first D1 offer, and my MLB scout, he came, told me I had a bright future in this game. He introduced me to Richie Palmer, summer ball coach. And, I played on his team every summer, got exposure I needed, played at the best tournaments, the best showcases. And then, that was a good jump start to my career. I was able to to get the recognition I always wanted since I was in the Bahamas, and just to see that come to fruition was special.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I could speak. I can speak on Lou, like watching Lou from the outside. Um, I know vividly. I could tell you when I was like, bro, this dude gonna be special. Like I always knew that, going through the years, physically my speed, everything, my speed would translate. I couldn't really hit like that. I could run and I could play great defense.
Right, right.
My hitting tool was the one that came later, but I could speak on, on one instance where I could like vividly tell you that I knew Lou was gonna be was special. Was It was my senior night. So this would have been 2014, my senior night. This is the last home game for the seniors. There's only two of us, and we were playing against another school that had a few guys that were going to get drafted as well. So this whole year we had, you know, scouts were to all of my games senior year. So it was a great opportunity for Lucius and everyone, in the grade behind me, for them to really set themselves up for their senior year. So it was my senior night. Is a great game happening, and I just remember it was I think runners on first and second. My family was in town. Lou family was in town. Um, Everyone was just having a great time, and it was runners on first and second. Lou came up and hit a ball over. Mind you, it was like 100 and some scouts. Hit the ball over the scoreboard for us to win the game or to go up. And I just remember that happening, and I was like, "Yeah, bro, that's it. That's raps.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be history after that."
Yeah.
So from there, when I graduated, I got drafted by the Blue Jays. I didn't take it. I did 1 year at Palm Beach State Community College in Florida, right up the road from American Heritage. Had a really good year, and the Indians drafted me in 2015.
So, as a basketball guy, so I know that inside and out. I didn't know you could refuse a draft and then get drafted again. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm lucky. I'm lucky for it to happen 2 years in a row.
You have that say per se. Some guys want to go to college, or their parents force them to go to college to get an education. Some guys get life changing money out of high school, so it's hard to turn down a couple M's or at least $1 million plus. You know what I mean? So it's kind of tough. It's a decision you have to make, and just go with your gut, I guess.
And you told, like you said, you come from somewhere where it wasn't at that point common for to get drafted to the end. What really was your focus and your mindset to turn it down, to go to college, and then believe in yourself that you get drafted the next year or the year after?
Well, for my senior year, leading up to my senior year, I had a really good fall. So it was like, Lucius could tell you, it was scouts at our house every single day. Coming to school, let's watch us practice and have meetings every single day. So it's like leading up to my senior season, it was like, okay, this real. This really about to happen. I just have to have a decent year. So the year started, I hurt my hamstring. So that kind of threw me up and down for the rest of the year. And then the team that took me wasn't the team that I thought was going to take me. The situation wasn't right. So I was like, you know what? Let's just do it again. I know what I need to do. I know the adjustments and everything that I need to correct for next year to make a better showing. My head coach at Palm Beach State, Coach Forbes, he gave me the opportunity, gave me a full ride. He's like, hey, you're gonna play every day. You and I know why you here. Let's try to win as much games, but at the end of the day, go out there, do your thing, and try to get picked up again. So luckily for me, I had a really good year at Palm Beach State. Man, I was able to get the Indians took me again the following year in 2015. So it's hard. Like Lou said, it's a gamble you have to be willing to take on yourself. Because it's money that they giving a 18, 17-year-old that you've never seen them amount of money before in your life. So it was just exactly. So for me, it was just taking a gamble on myself just because I knew I could do better and be better. So after that year in 2015 at Palm Beach State, the Indians took me and I was ready. I was ready mentally, physically, emotionally. And I think, that's one thing that we miss out on when we try to, chase this dream is, you have to be prepared mentally, physically, and emotionally because the game is tough. You're away from your family for such a long time throughout the year. You fail every day. baseball is the only sport where you could be a millionaire from failing. You only have to
Yeah.
succeed 3 out of 10 times to be in the Hall of Fame. So, it's just getting adjusted to that, making sure you're mentally, emotionally, and physically right. And I think after my year at Palm Beach State, I was ready for it.
So you say Forbes, shout out to him. I mean, it's like he could
Yeah.
just say, I need my record to look good. Like F what you
Yeah,
doing.
no, for real. But see, it was a win-win for both of us because he knew what I would
Forbes,
bring to the
Forbes,
table, and he knew I
Forbes,
needed him.
yeah, he knows all that skill. Don't mind Forbes just
Yeah.
talking that.
What about you? Talk to us about your draft story.
Oh, crazy
Good
story.
one.
So I was in high school, obviously in American Air, just like we said before. So my junior summer, going into my senior year, I was doing all the showcase circuits, the top tournaments, playing with the top travel team. So I was getting some recognition by scouts, colleges. I committed to NC State, North Carolina State, that year, D1 school. Um, and then I got a call during Perfect Game National, one of the top showcases for kids going into their senior year. And my father was on the phone, and he called me saying, "I think that we got to bring you home." At this time, like, I thought he was joking. I didn't take him serious at all. He just like, man, we exhausted all the funds, sending tournaments and stuff like that. But we can't afford your school fee. Um, at that moment, I thought, as a young kid, man, I worked all this time from eighth
Get
grade to
right, right there.
my 11th grade. Yeah, I finally feeling jiggy. I finally feeling like I getting some recognition. I could, go to the next level. I could go to D1 school if I don't get drafted. So that's not a bad option. Uh, so fast forward, I end up going back to Nassau, leave American Heritage. Me thinking maybe I won't go pro. Maybe my career is done. Maybe I won't get the opportunity again. I go to homeschool, but at that time I was talking to my agent at the time, and he was telling me, just keep on working. Use this time to better yourself. So I was going to homeschool from 7 to 12. Then I would go to the gym to put on some size, get some strength, get bigger, faster, stronger. Then I would go to the field for the rest of the day. So I had way more freedom than being in American Heritage, and I was able to work on my game, work on my skills, polish up what I need to polish up, get bigger, faster, and stronger. And then
This is a
I
Bahamian coach.
remember
Right? This is a Bahamian coach, right?
in Nassau, yeah, Greg Burrows Jr.
Okay.
Right. Him and Jerron Sands,
Yeah.
it was maximum development. They had an academy down there.
Right.
So I went down there to stay in shape, and I remember getting a call from my agent saying teams were calling him, asking where Fox was. It almost like I just fell off the face of the earth.
Right.
Like, people didn't know I moved back to the Bahamas, and fast forward from there, more and more traction. People finding out that I was in the Bahamas. They started coming down to the Bahamas. I started traveling to Florida, to the Dominican Republic to do showcases. I would be in school for like a week, then I'd be gone for 2 weeks. So it was flexible. Homeschool was a blessing. I would do these showcases in the DR. I would fly to Florida, and if a team wants to see me showcase for them. And then I had a big showcase in February in Nassau where like 15 teams came down just to watch me. And we started negotiating, and I found out it was an international side. So you can go in the draft where that's American guys, and then it's an international side where guys from the Dominican, Venezuela, and all like Latin America. That's where they get signed. So I just kept on putting in the work, and my agent negotiated a great deal for me. I was able to change my family's lives, my life. I got to live out my dream, and I'm thankful for that. But yeah, I moved from the States back to Nassau. But like people say, it's not just one way to get to a destination. Some people take different
It's
journeys,
really
different
insane.
routes.
Both of you have like stories that aren't typical. Like you had to come back.
Yeah.
Right.
You turn it down and go again. Like the typical person would be like they take the first deal they get, or with
Yeah,
Todd,
literally.
Go.
or with
Right.
Lou. As soon as you come home, it's like, okay, well, I'll just go do something
But let
else.
me
Got
just
over.
right. Let me
Yeah.
just go with my friends again and go. Go back to regular school and go probably to COB or something. You know what I mean? But you just gotta trust God, trust yourself, trust the
And you
process.
gotta know yourself too. Like you got to be realistic. Like
Know
you know,
yourself and know your worth.
yeah.
You know what
That's
I mean?
dope,
Just
man.
keep it real with yourself. That's all I always say. Just keep it real with yourself. You know.
Yeah.
So our next one to collect the Bear of the Bahamas. I a soccer man, so I like to collect platinums. I don't know what kind of collect you guys. What's your favorite collect?
Platinum too, bro. Platinum. Give me the platties any day.
What about
I
you?
don't
Any day, bro.
I don't really drink beer,
Yeah.
but I probably go like collect gold. I want to
Oh,
solid.
you get straight there. You
I
want.
want to get I would slap him. I would waste no time.
And our last one to Chicago Rum. The attack against uniquely Bahamian. So my unique Bahamian thing to do, I like to eat kung for this and drink sky juice. What about you? But you like if you when you come home, what's the first thing you getting?
Bamboo shot.
Bamboo
Definitely
shack for
bamboo
you.
shot. I need me a
100%.
Kong snack. If
Mm-hmm.
they ain't got no Kong, disappointed. But I'll take a Thai hot
Yeah,
sauce ketchup.
yeah.
Kong salad, of
You
course.
getting Todd?
Same thing, bro. I getting that cone snack or some onions on that hot sauce ketchup, fry that dry. That's me. That's me
Now
right
we get
there.
what we
Every
really here
time.
for, guys. The derby, the derby, the derby. I was so proud to see when you
Mm-hmm.
guys first started it. And to me, like I said, I love baseball. I like baseball, but I never got into it. So I researched like the derby and stuff like that. But this is such a great idea. And like so I know like before I knew you, I knew Anthony and stuff. So I got Anthony a lot. Like, but I'm so proud to see so much young men doing this. So talking about the idea of forming. Don't guys remember one day I think I posted. I was like, "You have don't blink." So talk to me about the idea of combining. Well, clearly, you're brothers, so that's easy for partnership. But like coming up with the name, don't blink, the derby. Like, just talk to me about that whole process.
Don't blink. Actually,
I'd go.
we was yeah. You go Todd. You go Isaac.
Phrase "Don't Blink" literally came from the fact, growing through the years, the disappointments, coming up short, being up top, losing the games that really mattered, losing, the races when they ran track that really mattered, just off the sheer fact of, not being like taking something off. Like for example, when I used to run track, my first year running track, I won every single meet until it was the meets that were the meets to qualify for Team Bahamas, and the reason why I lost those meets was because I was focused on baseball and not on track. So I was on the track practice. I just relied on my talent, and I lost the only two races of the year, the 100, 200, just for the sheer fact that I wasn't training. And years down the road, that's when Don't Blink started. I always tell the story of that. That's when it started for me. I don't know when it started for Lou, but that was my instance for when, the phrase "Don't Blink" for us is just, the instance of us always staying up at the top, preparing to, like we aren't at the top, preparing like we want to go and catch ourselves. So just the fact that, it's people we know that's coming behind us, it's kids that are younger than us, stronger than us, faster than us, and it's just, we have to stay sharper, we have to stay, more advanced, we have to continue to evolve, we have to stay ahead. So Don't Blink for us is, something is a reminder to us that, literally if you blink, that's the one chance right there. That's it. Someone's coming for you. They're coming to take what you got. They're coming to take the food off your table. So Don't Blink for us is literally, not allowing that to happen. To stay true to ourselves, stay true to the work, stay true to the grind, and always, stay at the top. I like being at the top. Lucius loves being at the top as well. So it's like, for us, we won't let anyone take that away from us, and that's what Don't Blink means to us. Now, the home run derby, our first year was 2018 when we did the first home run derby. But if we backtrack to about, I'd say August, September, the home run derby, the idea of hitting baseballs into the ocean came to me in a dream. First person I called after this dream the next day was I called Lou. I was like, "Yo, what you think about this?" Because ever since we got in the pro ball, we were trying to find things to do in the off season to give back to the community, to be more involved in the community, because we felt, with this unique opportunity as a professional athlete, we have a responsibility to bridge the gap for everyone coming behind us. So I was like, Lou, yo, what you think about us doing a home run derby on the water? Like, we didn't have an idea what the hell we was gonna do, like how we was gonna do it, what's gonna happen, the reception, like how we was gonna even hit the balls into the water. Lou's like, yo, my dad could build us something that we could hit off of. It's like, let's do it. So boom, I hang up from Lucii, call my pops. It's like, yo, what you think about this? He's like, bro, that's the craziest thing I ever heard in my life, bro. I don't know how we gonna play baseball on the beach, but let's do it. Boom. So we start talking to different people, getting different ideas of how we could pull this off, and then boom, one happened. One happened, literally. So Lucius and I's like, yo, Lou, let's do a photo shoot. Let's shoot a commercial, and then if it happened, it happened. So we shoot a photo shoot, we shoot a commercial, and then we go to the States on like November 4th to start training for the next season. So while we're doing this, my dad is here working behind the scenes, talking to companies, trying to set up meetings for us. Everyone's no, 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 no. So December 4th or 5th, we get a call from Rev, and he's like, yo, Rev wants to take this whole thing. They want to be the title sponsor. They want to back it. So boom, we come home, we do a press conference. Then some companies started, coming on board. It takes one. So boom, after we did that, we designed and customized jerseys in October, not knowing if the event was gonna happen. But he's like, yo, you know what, bro? We just need hope, bro. We just have to keep faith. That's one thing. Like, if you ever run, you'll never ever hear us speak negative on anything. Everything is positive. Even when something bad happens, we try to flip the script. Just to reassure the fact that we can do this. These disappointments, these little setbacks, that's nothing. We just got to keep going, and that's the thing that I love the fact that between our relationship, Lou is like a brother to me. He's a brother I never had. He's literally someone that could think for me, think like and makes this event so cool. Like, we bounce these crazy ideas off, and like if you tell a regular person, like someone that doesn't see it the way you see it, they just wouldn't understand it. And that's what the Human Derby was in the beginning for us. It was something that no one understood how baseball on the beach was going to happen. Like you said, you never really knew the in and outs of baseball and how the actual sport works. But a Human Derby, you don't really have to understand baseball at all to enjoy the excitement, enjoy the hype of the home run. So, that's how it all came together. And for us, it's been the coolest, I would say the coolest thing to be a part of since we've been playing baseball.
And what's your favorite so far, Lou? Yeah, 1 a year or 2. Which is your personal favorite?
Yeah, 3. Had to been 3. My team came out with the victory. Team Fox, that was our first victory in the Don't Blink history. And I don't think I'd ever take another loss in this event.
Oh, hey.
This year.
Okay.
This year, I'm coming to go back to back. The pandemic put a little pause in my plans to me.
It would have been a 3-peat, folk.
This year would have been a 3-peat. You know that. Come on, yeah, you know that.
Nah.
But definitely, I'd probably say, to be realistic, probably the first year, because honestly, like Todd was saying, it felt like a blur.
Yeah.
We literally felt like we planned this event in 2 days. Like, everyone was working. We barely slept. We just was going like machines. And the whole event, the whole day, I couldn't remember. And we had to literally sit down after the event and think about what happened.
Yeah.
It was just so surreal
and
to
talk
see
about it.
Right, just to see our product come to life, and this dream with Todd had. And Todd super passionate. Anybody that be around Todd know he's super passionate. He's super determined. So he won't take no for an answer. If anybody tell us we can't do it, we can figure out a way. And having a partner like Todd has just been amazing, because he's the glue. Without Todd, a lot of this wouldn't happen. He keep me in check. Every time I go distant, Lou, we got to do this. Just like this to me, I was somewhere, practicing my swing. Todd hit me up saying, yo, 7 o'clock, we got to be on, we got to do this. So he's the glue. Having a partner like Todd makes it so much easier. He's always willing to work, always willing to make it better. And, we don't ever butt heads. He has an opinion, I have an opinion. We just try to figure out the best way to make it, a success.
So we got new locations here. We had Atlantis, and then tonight we got the softball, which I will be in attendance. The celebrity softball game. So we had Atlantis. So talk to me about that partnership, because Atlantis is a big part of this year. So let's talk to me about this new location, new partnership we got going on. And new schedule too, because we got celebrity game, we got golf, we got a bunch of things going on.
Yeah, so with the whole Atlantis partnership, we just was thankful that they believed in us, with the pandemic and all that going on. We were uncertain about the Bahamas and how open it would be if we were allowed to use Montague, stuff like that. So we're just super thankful for Atlantis for believing in us and giving us the resources to make this thing a success. We can't thank them enough for all they've helped us with.
Hmm. I mean, the addition of the celebrity softball game, honestly, was something that we always wanted to do from day one. Obviously, like everything else in life, is a process. And one thing I can say for sure about Lucius and I is we never rush the process. We have such amazing ideas that we already are slated for years and years to come. That is just we just try to enjoy each year by year, day by day. Just enjoy the camaraderie. The guys coming down. Um, for us being a professional baseball player is like a brotherhood. It's a fraternity. So, the fact that we have such a cool event that, everyone, when I say everyone in the baseball world wants to be a part of, everyone. So for us, that's really cool. We created something to where, the baseball world is on notice. So, adding a celebrity softball game this year gives us an opportunity to bring more community involvement into the week, because at the end of the day, the number one important thing for us is to highlight, the Bahamas, highlight the beauty of the Bahamas, highlight, the Bahamian baseball players, and, just give our brothers that play professional baseball an opportunity to, perform in front of their home crowd, to do things in the community, to, build their brands in the community, to just, show that we're baseball players for parts of the year, but at the end of the day, we're still Bahamian, we're still human, and we just want to create opportunities for us to, continue to sow our roots in the community and bring everyone together. Having someone like yourself to be willing to take time to come play in a celebrity softball game later, that's super cool to us. That means the world to us. You might think it may mean the world to you that we want you to come and be a
As
part of
invited.
it, but it's the same thing for us.
Wow.
Yeah, so literally it's the same thing for us. We're super proud and super happy at the fact that everyone that's coming to participate in the celebrity softball game, that they said yes, to want to be a part of this event, be a part of this weekend. Every time me and Lou speak about the event, we tell everyone that's a part of it, but you're part of history. Every year we continue to make history, and this year is just going to be another year that we make history again.
So what's the number up to now of Bahamian professional players? You know what's up here? Like how much we actually have, including you two?
Uh,
Uh,
Gotta be
Probably
like
close to 30.
25. Yeah, 30, close 25 to 30.
Yeah, I mean that in that range. We
Yeah.
growing every year. We get more
Last
and
time
Yeah.
more
I
people
counted,
added to the
that was like
system.
2 years ago. I think it was like about 19, 20. So you up to almost 30 now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the thing is the vast majority of them are under 18.
Wow,
Right.
I should
We
say
like
under 21. Under 21
we like
is the
we like
bulk of it.
OGs in this. OG
Yeah.
veteran.
so
Yeah,
You only
Lucius, myself,
24.
Jazz,
you
yeah,
haven't even doing five
and
yet.
Anthony.
You haven't
No,
buy shirts. You
they're
haven't even
24. For real. For real. So that just go to show, baseball is something that is a
Right?
future in the Bahamas for a lot of
Bright
kids.
future in the Bahamas. Bright future.
So you answer this year, this year 4 now. Yeah, 4.
Four, yeah, four.
Yeah,
Yep.
4. I mean,
Four.
it feels like this yesterday. I remember going to the first one. You on Montague. I remember seeing everyone hit. So I'm excited for the rest of this weekend. I just had the people that really could buy their tickets. I know some events are free. The celebrity game is free. General admission is free for the Derby. Just talking to people where they could buy tickets, where they could go.
You could follow us on all social media platforms at DBHR Derby. All the updates, all the ticket sales, the jerseys, all that. You can find everything about every event on our social media. Um, if you want to send a quick message to the DM, we'll try our best to get back to you if you have any questions or if something isn't clear. We want everyone to enjoy this experience. We don't want anybody to miss out just because they didn't know. So everybody follow DBHR Derby to get all the updates, the timing of everything, the schedule, and let's just have a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the most important thing too is, you're still in a pandemic. So we still have to enforce the social distancing. We'll have sanitizing stations set up for every event. You know, you either have to show proof of vaccination or a negative antigen test. So if you go and if you get tested today, right now, tomorrow, you know, it'd be covered for the whole week for all of the events. You know, that way you could just use that negative test to show at the entrance to every event. And you know, we just want everyone to come out, have fun, just get autographs. Some of the guys that we have coming down are some of the best baseball players in the world. So you know, let's just all come out, have fun. You know, the Home Run Derby started the pandemic, and the Home Run Derby is the first thing post lockdown.
That's crazy, eh? That's crazy.
So we're excited about it. We can't wait, you know, for you guys to come out and bring the energy like always. You know, I can speak for myself. I play in front of thousands and thousands and thousands of people every year, but I get the most nervous here performing in front of my home crowd. So, you know, I appreciate the energy. No, it ain't easy. It ain't easy.
You can't disappoint.
No, you can't disappoint. So, you know, we're looking forward to everyone coming out. No.
Before you guys go out of here, I want you to let those guys where you're playing now, so they could like turn the TV and see you, or like go on YouTube, where they could keep up with you guys, your careers. Like I say, you're the young OGs in this, and you want to keep supporting you guys in your careers.
I just got with a new team. I was with the Kansas City Royals. Now I'm with the Washington Nationals. So I look forward to bringing my talents there, just to, you know, turn that organization back to where it was a couple of years ago when they won the World Series. Just trying to do anything I can do to help the team win and, you know, put on for the Bahamas, you know, just show everybody, you know, it's a lot of talent in the Bahamas. You know, we have great baseball players, and, you know, just make my family and my city proud. But Washington is where I'm going to be stationed this year. So if any Bahamian in Washington, just hit me up. I'll try my best to get y'all tickets to the game. And, you know, it's family at the end of the day. We all from the Bahamas. We all from the 242. So we all technically family. Not really, but you get what I'm saying.
Basically.
Hey, ain't nobody can talk foolishness about you. So we all family. Let someone start talking fool about you on Twitter or something. That's war, bro. Right. That's war.
You know.
But yeah, I was with a team in New Jersey this year, Independent League, New Jersey Jackals. I'm free agent right now, so hopefully I'll have a team to let you guys know where to come and find me, where to come and watch me do my thing. But hey, just be here December 18th. Watch me take the crown back from Lou. Watch me this whole thing. Watch my team and the whole thing. We come back that swag. We got that swag. We can get our swag back. So hey, y'all beat us there.
Timmy, you see where I at, you see where he at.
Yeah, so hey, just again,
I don't put in my work for the day. I gotta kick my feet up.
I gotta say no more. Why he feet kick up? I in the cage, I in the mud with it.
I can't wait to see you tonight, man. So this has been Who That 242 episode 20. Stay tuned for more.
Base be the glory.
Yes, sir.
Who that what? Who that? Who that what? Who that what? Who that what? Who that? Who that?